My name is Victoria Gipson and I am 17 years old and I attend Whitney Young Magnet High School. I love debating. I'm honestly one of those people who think that their sport is life. Unfortunately, people don't think that debating is a sport. But the purpose of this short film is to look at all the stuff that debaters must go through to get ready for a tournament.
The hardest part of debate, I don't know, I feel like it's really hard to understand unless you're doing it. Personally, when someone's debating, after spending 2 hours of exhilarating work, like learning your arguments and trying your absolute hardest to find like holes in the other team's arguments as well.
I would say the research process, because you might think something is good, you might look it up, but then it turns out people can make arguments based off of like who you looked it up from and stuff like that, and then it makes you double check what you're researching, who you're researching up. Makes you, like, I guess, question yourself twice.
And it's a lot of work that you have to put practice in. There's not many sports that you have to put more time in than top level debaters have to. And I don't know, people don't know how much work it is.
Making sure I fit everything into my speech before time is up.
Well, I feel like anything that's not like being like physically challenging you is not really a sport. It's just like a hobby, I guess, or like even chess. I don't think it's a sport because you're not being like physical. It's sort of just like mental.
Debate is basically a way for you to prep yourself for argument. Like, say if you want to be a lawyer, that is what debate preps you for. It's not a physical sport, so it shouldn't be considered.
I definitely consider debate a sport. I think it's a mental sport. I think that it challenges students. It pushes them to persevere, to overcome obstacles, to improve themselves, to grow and develop and change and become better in the sport over time. And they build camaraderie within a team and across teams, just like any other sport.
We are recognized by the IHSA, which is Illinois High School Sports Association or something. We compete at tournaments with other teams from other schools in very competitive environments where we all try to win in basically a game, a big simulated game. Which is what a sport is.
So spreading is like when you're reading through your cards and you start talking really fast, like you're like going really fast and you like read through all your cards really fast.
They plan to engage with the government of Mexico, not simply private contact. Basically, it just means that they're saying that they're going to nationalize the Mexican trade economy.
Cuba's culture service model introduction to the global market would allow Cuba to become an important economic actor now. Continue reliance on industrial mechanized agriculture resulting.
Physical activity means you're a sport. But then it's hard to kind of define what's a sport too as well, because people think like chess is a sport. Yeah, so it's kind of like weird. But at first, definitely before I debated, I wouldn't have thought debate is a sport at all.
I got started with debate, a lot of it because I was a problem child in class, actually, in middle school and freshman year. I'd talk a lot, and one of my teachers, instead of like disciplining me, was you should join debate, because like the comments you're making aren't stupid. They're just like, it's not the time for you to be debating with me about this. So I joined debate as like a way to channel that, and I got wrapped up in like the competitive portion, and I love the community. And since then, I've had a lot of success within debate. My partner and I this year have been ranked in the top 5.
My mom signed me up for it because she said I used to argue a lot, I used to talk a lot, so I should debate. And then after I came to class the first day, I actually enjoyed it when one of the debaters spoke like 600 words a minute, and that's what I want to do. Stuff that I've learned in my life to debate, or can relate stuff that I've learned in debate to my life, vice versa. I guess in many neighborhoods, people they don't look past the face value or the face they see on the neighborhood. They don't see that the fact that a lot of people actually are oppressed within neighborhoods, and it made me I kind of related to it and how I might go home and I might see someone, see a homeless person or something. I never thought about like what can that person have actually went through rather than the fact that they're homeless.
People down debate all the time. They don't consider it as a sport. I want people to see the life of debate through real debaters. I want to prove that debate fits the criteria of being a sport just as much as anything else. I want people to see what debaters have to go through, how much they prepare, and how hard they practice and study.